इधर कर लीजिए पहले। Welcome to Advanced Vedic Mathematics course, Part 2, Mathematics of Vedic Ganita Sutras, Lessons 76 and 77, a workshop. The mathematics of Vedic Ganita Sutras with text in Devanagari script is to the first exercise to have translation of text in letters to numbers and from numbers to Sthapatya, and as Sthapatya as a space content, full unit and half unit bodies. It is the first but very important exercise. For it, we have to begin with Devanagari alphabet, and this alphabet is of vowels 1 to 9, consonants, first part Varga consonants of 5 cross 5 as 1 to 5, 2 to 6, 3 to 7, 4 to 8, and 5 to 9. And the second category Antastha letters 1, 3, 5, and 7. Ushmana letters are 2, 3, 6, and 9. And the next are the Yama letters, which are from 9 to 16. This is the feature. So, Devanagari alphabet is in its translation from letters to numbers, and this alphabet as such will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Then it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 1, 3, 5, 7, 2, 3, 6, and 9, and then 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. This is the translation of the Devanagari alphabet into numbers. And ahead, when these are to be translated into Sthapatya, then number n will become n space. Means we will be having 1 space to 16 space, and these will take us to hypercube 1 to hypercube 16, and hypercube 1 we know is 1, 0, minus 1, and 2, summation value 2, and here it will be 14, 15, 16, and 17, and summation value is going to be 62. This way, this translation in Sthapatya, and also we will have space content D1 to D16, and it will be from minus 1 to 56. Likewise, these half unit bodies H1 to H16 will take us to from 3 to 63. These are the features. So when we will have a text in letters form like Eka, Adhikain Purvain. Then this letter text is to be translated into numbers text by having appropriate locations of the letters, and it will take us 6, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, 1, and like that. And from here we'll go to 6 space, from here we'll go to H6, and it will be D6 and will small h6. This is the first category of exercise. So as we know that the Vedic Ganita Sutras and Upsutras together are having in all 46 words, of which the first word is Ekadhikain and the last word is Gunit Samuchya. Samuchya Gunita. These 46 words are to be translated from their letters text to their numbers text and to their Sthapatyas text. The second exercise, category of exercise, will be that we should have a simple rendering for the text as it is Eka Adhikain Purvain, and its simple rendering is one more than before. Now, this one more than before will raise many type of queries. First is, one is more than what? One is greater than which number? This question of Ekadhikain has an answer here in Purvain, which says 1 is greater than 0. One shall have a pause here and write a note as to what as such is the definition of 1. Then other note will be that whether 0 is being presumed and note 3 will be as to the relationship of 0 and 1. And then next question will be that how this Sutra Ekadhikain Purvain gets complemented by Upsutra 1. So Upsutra 1 is Anurupain, which means proportionately, and it also is symmetry. Further, it is in a simple rendering, it is follow the form as it is framed. It is here where we will be having a complementing domain of these features, and it will also again that way give us definition of 2, how to have a reach from 1 to 2. Also here there will be a query as that why 1 is being taken as a reach ahead of 0, and how we can have a reach from 1 to 2. Then whether it can be said one step ahead of previous step, that is there will be reach from milestone 1 to milestone 2, again to milestone 3, and then also there will be a query that how many times or with which frequency or up till which frequency such steps can be taken. There is any restriction, then answer will be no. This step, going one step ahead, means if we are at milestone n, we can go to milestone n plus 1, and m may be any, and the repetitive steps, how many steps are to be taken from here to here onwards. It is this inherent feature in these sutras which are to be taken care of. Then the another category of applications here will be, say for example, we are at D1, we can reach at D2. If we are at H1, we can reach at H2. If we are having a double-digit numbers or double-digit rows like 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 3, 1, and so on, then of this format, there may be a progression only along one of the place values. This is another feature. Further, it could be if we are having numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on, these numbers will be transformed into 1 into 1, 1 into 2, 1 into 3, and so on. And it could be 1 cross 1 cross 1, 1 cross 1 cross 2, 1 cross 1 cross 3, and so on. Like that, there are going to be a very, very big spectra. Say, we can say 1 over 1 and reach at 1 over 2, 1 over 3, and so on. We can have 1 over 1 cross 1, 1 over 1 cross 2, 1 over 1 cross 3, and so on. Also, we can have 1 over 1, this is 2 over 1, 3 over 1, and so on, or 1 cross 1 over 1, 1 cross 2 over 1, 1 cross 3 over 1, and so on. Like that, there is a very, very rich spectra of the situations which are going to be covered by the applications of these sutras and sutra together. Likewise, if we have a one basket of pillars of pebbles, we can pick up one, then pick up the next, and like that it could be choices. Also, we can have choices of two at a time. Say these two will be taken together, or these two can be taken together, or then it could be any number of pebbles which can be taken up together. Also, here it could be that when we are having a basket, say we are picking up two, we can put them, say, in first basket, or we can put it in the second basket, or it could be that we can pick up one stone in this basket and another stone in this basket. Like that, there are going to be very big spectra, very colorful spectra of the choices, operations, applications of the sutra. So the big exercise will be how to deal with sets, how to compare the sets, how to have the cardinality for the sets, and then how to have a transfer of a structure of one set into the another set, or how to transfer the structures of the sets all together. That is, say, if we have a basket and we are having one line here and we want to transfer it to it, then It could be that when we pick up one of the constituents, then we pick up the another constituent, then another constituent, or we can put up the constituents and the operation, the synthesis in which these are coordinated and formatted. So we will have a big challenge and blissful answer of number systems as well as sets with structures, say of addition, multiplication, or any of the operations with respect to the elements of the sets or sets as numbers. So numbers with operations all have to be sequentially developed, and it is this sequential development of numbers and structures of the sets which is going to be a real blissful exercise for having understanding. Now let me take an illustration. Here is 8 directional frame, and we know these 8 directional frame of Purv, East is of value 21, West is of Paschim is of 22, Uttar North is of 16, South Dakshin is of 24, then Southeast is of 42, East North, West North is 34, then Southwest is 33, then East North is 30. These all are the same numbers. Now see how this formula Ekadikain for Purvain together with the formula of Anurupain both together, how these help. We know 30 is equal to 3 into 10, and 33 is 3 into 11. So 30 and 33 as 10 into 3 and 11 into 3 will help us have a reach one more than before. Likewise, here is 34 and here is 42. We know 34 is H9 while 42 is H11. Then with 2 as 1, Anurupain will take us from 9 to 11. It again is the application. Say here there is a 22 and here is 21. It is straightway 21 plus 1 is 22. Same formula. Here is 16, here is 24, and we know 16 is equal to 2 into 8, and 24 is equal to 3 into 8, and so the same formula is applying, one more than before. It is like this. We see that this Ekadikain Purvain Sutra is a very big domain, and it is this domain whose another application illustration is that we know that when we translate Eka Adhikain, taking it to be value 6, 4, 2, 7, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 1. Then the formula Eka Adhikain, one more, it will take us to 7, 5, 3, 8, 3, 5, 7, 9, and 2. See, this number is of 6 space, takes to 4 spaces a dimension, and to 2 spaces dimension. But here we are at 7 spaces domain, 5 spaces dimension, and 3 spaces dimension of a dimension. So by this formula, we have reached from 6 space to 7 space. It is really a very, very big reach in a so simple a form that if we are at the Surya, Sun, 6 space, and we want to have a reach within pole star, 7 space, then a reach from 6 space to 7 space. 6 space will take us to this rule, ekadhikain as it is, and 7 space will take by its rule one more than it. This is a really very blissful phase and stage. Now let us proceed ahead and see that we are having a Devanagari alphabet. Let me write it because it will give us very blissful vision of the way Vedic mathematics is organized, how it is composed as a speaking language. There are 9 vowels, and of these 9 vowels, when this is elongated, A plus O, E plus E, U plus U, Re plus Re, and Lari plus Lari, it will make 14. So vowels are made 14 by having the first half from 1 to 9, the first half 5 at a middle. So we have a second strip for it that we make it a special. Now this spatial way is that we are within a space, and within a space we can enter as a single axis and pair axis both together, that too up till half. Another half will be reached as a reflection image of the same. It is this feature which is the feature of Sutra 2. What Sutra 2 conveys? It is Nikhilim Navastacharmam Dashata. It is this sutra which is have 7 letters, 14 letters, and 7 letters form, which is 7 into 1, 7 into 2, and 7 into 3, 7 into 1. It is 1, 2, and 1. It is going to be this format, and it is half form is this, and another form half is this, and it is as that surface is having a pair of faces, first face and second face. Now see, when it will be applied, it will further tell us how the Yavdunam, Tabdunam are as said. So if we increase from 1, 2, 3, say go up till n, and then in the opposite orientation as n minus 1, n minus 2, and so on up till 1, see the summation value of it is going to be n square. This way, these sutras are organized, and these are organized in terms of the sequential positions of the vowels themselves. Ahead, now these 14 together with the Om iti ekakshar Brahm makes it 15, which is parallel with Swara, and these are the 15 things when it will take us to 7th space, that is a raised to power 7 is equal to 14 b raised to power 6, then these become 14 manvantars, 14 manus. It is here where our mathematics is transcending from Surya, a 6 space, to Dhruv, pole star, a 7 space. So a reach from solar universe for its center as the pole star, the Saptarishis. So transcending from the 6 space and having a reach for 7 space is a mathematics which is so simply, blissfully, and in a very simple applications of the sutra, one more than before, one step at a time. So it is this feature which is to be comprehended well. Now let me see how the 6 space to 7 space reach as such as a raised to power 7 is to 14 b raised to power 6 is taking us to 14 manvantars, Dwadas Adityas, Ekadas Rudras, 8 Vashus, and Ashwini Kumars. This makes 14, 26, then 37, 45, and 7. Then we are having the Andech, how the Utpatti is there, and these are a 4 of Anunasik, Visarjaniya, Updhamaniya, and Jivamulya. These 4 are together with the start with Om iti Ekakshar Brahm. These are 52. These are called Matrikas. We had a Varnamala which has only 50 letters, 9 vowels, 5 cross 5 Varga consonants, 4 Antastha, 4 Shumana, and 8 Yama letters, making it 50. Now 52 is D15. It is 15 space content, and this is H13, hypercube 13, and Matrika is 22, which is H6. So it is this feature of the transformation of the Varnamala of 50 Varan into Matrika of 52. 52 takes to 15 space content, while this 52 is D15, that is 15 splitting as 13, 13, and 11. And H13, it is taking us to 11, 12, 13, and 14. It is this feature which will further brings us face to face with the phenomenon C. It brings us face to face with that we are having 15 letters and we are having 52 the units, matrikas. Now it is H13 and it is D15. That means H13 as dimension will take us to D15 as a domain. One shall have a pause here and take note that 13 is parallel with 13 geometries of 6 space, while 15 is parallel with 15 geometries of a 7 space. Further, we know 13 plus 15 is 28, which is a Brahm, and when we have a synthesis format for these 15 geometries and 13 geometries, it will take us on a format of 9 minus 0 to 20, and this is synthesis. It is this format. It is this coordination, it is this transition, it is this transformation which is to be glimpsed. It is this formulation which is to be comprehended well. So, from Devanagari Varanamala of 50 letters as H13 and having Sthapatya of hypercube 5 enveloped within a creative boundary of 10 components, and these 10 components a raised to power 5 is to 10 b raised to power 4 makes it 10 into 5 is equal to 50 coordinates fixation for the creative boundary. 52 is taking us to D15 and it takes us to a 15 space. It is this 15 space which is to be reached at as a domain. How the dimensional this body is playing the role of a dimension and same is leading us to a domain. In this context, we further have to re-glimpse of the pair of formulations Maya and Leela. The formulation Maya is of TC value 14, while Leela is of TC value 16. So this 14 as a dimension takes us to 16 as a domain. Further, we know 14 is what? It is H4. And 16 is what? It is the dimensional frame of a 4 space. This reach from hypercube 4 as dimension and its creation is the dimensional frame of 4 space itself. It is this Maya and Leela which will further take us to that a raised to power 7 it takes us to 14, b raised to power 6, while a raised to power 8 takes us to 16, b raised to power 7. So transition ahead from 7 space to 8 space as well is inherently here itself, but this is illusion and delusion. It is this illusion and delusion which is to be transcended, and that is why that the Gita begins with first Arjun Vishad Yoga, and this is this Vishad, this is this 24, which is parallel with the dimensional frame of a 6 space. It is to be transcended. And once we transcend it, we will naturally reach at 2 into 4 into 6, which is going to be a 48. And 48 gets accommodated as double-digit numbers of 7 place value system. And first triple-digit number is 100, and in 10 place value system it is 49. These are the Martuganas. These are going to be the Purushottam, and simultaneously it will take us to Ashwin Kumars. These features bring us face to face with as that the mathematics of Vedic Ganita Sutras avail individual letters of Devanagari alphabet, and they sequentially reach us at different folds of compactified format of manifestations. So compactified format of manifestation for human body we know is as Sathul, then is Suksham, then is going to be Karan, and it is only thereafter we will be having a Karanatit. This all is to be learnt, and this learning in a way is going for Chit Vritti Nirodha. It is this Chit Vritti Nirodha which will provide our intelligence field Buddhi with a Sachetan Adhar. So Buddhi Sachetan Adhar is to be acquired, and this acquisition automatically would mean we are having sequential progression within Vedic mathematics domain. These exercises are to be undertaken. One is to begin with the Devanagari alphabet. One is to glimpse different folds of Devanagari alphabet, letters, numbers, sthapatya, space content, full unit bodies, half unit bodies, and sthapatya mirroring rod format for transcendence of the transcendental content. The transcendental content is flowing as a structured points lines, and which will take us to the origin of the creator's space. There would be this photot there, and then again there would be resynthesis of it. All this, whole this, everything is sequentially lively here, and this lively reservoir phenomenon is to be glimpsed and imbibed, and our intelligence field is to be parallel with it. For intelligence field to be parallel with it, we have to meditate the way Vedic systems make a unfolding process as a sequential process. Thank you very much.